Konnichiwa, Minagawa. It is Miyagawa Katsueki, and I'm your furry Vtuber representative, and I am back with more Elden Ring. It has been a crazy week for me. Hence why this is the second and last stream of the week. I do not know how next week is going to go, but next week I will be just as busy, apparently. My my superior officers have informed me. Hey Jacob, how's it going? So I actually have a little bit of a story. Um, that it is so. On the Discord, I was so you all know that I work in a hotel. I'd rather not give away what hotel it is that I work at, but I think and it's okay for me to talk about this because it's on the news. Um, okay, so I'm going to. Before I do that, there's this person here that I want to talk to. Oh yeah, I beat Rolana over the 4th of July weekend. Just because I wanted to get it over with. Sorry that you all didn't see it, but I had already spent 2 streams trying to beat her, and I didn't want to have to do it a third time. So this is Nito Knight Lita.
By kindly Nicola. It is what binds us together.
She is who assisted us. As with the horn scent. The horn scent is that guy over there.
Wondering about the horn scent, are you? True enough.
The one that marks the map with the places of with Nicholas Cross.
Commanded Sir Messmer to purge the tower folk. A cleansing by fire. It's no wonder the horn scent holds the ERDTREE in contempt. That aside, man is by nature a creature of conquest.
That is true.
And in this regard, the tower folk are no different. They were never saints. They just happened to be on the losing side of a war, but it's still a wretched shame.
Well, being a saint normally... So what is it that... Why do people think they were saints?
Go to the misshapen tree of Umbra. In that forsaken place, blood must spill. Blood of your fellows, the ERDTREE faithful.
So this is the anti-round table hold. Whatever the opposite of the round table is. Okay, so... The hotel I'm working at is hosting one of the... Hold on. This guy is actually easy to beat on horseback. But there's another one on horseback nearby. And I don't want to fight both of them at the same time. So my hotel, we're hosting one of the teams that participated in the North American side of the World Cup going on. There's an American League and a European League. We are hosting one of the American teams, of course. It was and the Hans, I know nothing but the World Cup. Okay, so the two teams that played recently, it was on the American side. It was Uruguay and Colombia. England, the Euro finale. Congratulations, even though apparently England has been playing poorly. But we're not talking about Europe right now. We're talking about America. Canada, Central America, South America, Mexico, those countries. Okay, so Uruguay and Colombia, they recently yeah, your team is like, yeah, because it's fucking America. The United States, fucking Mayor, let me finish my fucking story, okay? Alright, so Uruguay and Colombia. They played in Charlotte, North Carolina. Like last night. Yeah, it was last night. They played 0-1. Very drawn out game, but 0-1. Colombia won. Yay, good for them. Uruguay took that personally. So I didn't watch the game because I'm not into soccer. The only soccer thing I like is Blue Lock, the anime. But so I heard about this after the fact, from the news and people that watched the game. Let's see. We just engage this guy. This is what horseback combat is like. There we go. There we go. Which teams are in the Copa America final? I'm not sure. It's Colombia and someone else. Colombia won last night's game, so they're in the finals. But I don't know who the other team is. But Argentina? That sounds about right. So yeah, so Colombia winning and Uruguay losing wasn't the point of that story. Sliver of meat from the horse, nice. So Uruguay took the loss. Then what was the point? So I'm getting to that. I was fighting the horse guy. Uruguay took that loss very personally. And so when I first heard about this, because I heard that there was a fight at the stadium, but I didn't know what the circumstances were. I thought it was like normal soccer hooliganism, because like the one thing I know about soccer is that fans of soccer love to fight. Whether they win, whether their team wins or loses, a fight will break out for whatever reason. It's just, I guess, like when people get together, when that many people get together, things just get rowdy. So I thought the Uruguay fans, it's not football without fighting over your team losing. Oh, like American football does this sometimes too. But anyway, so yeah, I thought it was the Uruguay fans that got into a fight with the Colombia fans. But no, that is not what happened. What actually happened was the players, the Uruguay players got into a fight with the Colombia fans. So what happened was the Uruguay team jumped into the stands with the Colombia fans and started kicking ass. That sounds about right. Like, oh my goodness. And from the stories I heard, it sounds like the Uruguay team lost in that respect too. Cause like, okay, so I have friends in the hotel community in this city. Like, Charlotte is very small, so word tends to get around in the hospitality industry. So one of my other friends, one of my colleagues told me that so they were hosting the Uruguay team, and hold on, I gotta do something about this guy. Here we go. They were hosting the Uruguay team. They were supposed to have dinner, like right after their game, which was like around, it was supposed to be like 1 in the morning, which was already pretty late. So everyone was waiting, like the food was ready to go out. The servers, the managers, they were just sitting there waiting. And like 1 a.m. comes and goes. And like it's around like 2:30 in the morning when one of the managers gets a call or gets a text message from one of the team managers, and it just said, "I'm sorry, but the team would be arriving late due to injuries." And they were just like, "What the fuck? Like, was the game that brutal? Like, why were they injured?" And they turned on the news and they were like, "Oh, they got into a fight with the fucking fans." And they lost. Many fans versus like 9 guys. What do they think would happen? Like okay, like I get it. I don't agree, but I get it. Like you're mad, like no joke. I can understand like how all soccer teams and like a country league like this can feel. I do not want to fight that guy. Cause like with American football, as a team, at most you're representing just your state. And like if you lose, like your fans will get angry for a while, like it's not really that big a deal. Like with the Super Bowl, for us in America, like we forget what happens after a week. Like it doesn't really matter that much to us. We still support our teams like no matter what. Anyway, like the losses don't matter as much. But from what I understand, with soccer, like you're carrying like the hopes of your entire country when it comes to soccer, 'cause like when you get to the World Cup, like I know that there are associations within like each country. Like I think like Uruguay, Colombia, like they have multiple teams within their country. And once you get to the World Cup, like that association doesn't really matter. You're just Uruguay, you're just Colombia, you're just Argentina, you're just whatever. Like no one cares about what association you're in. You are representing your entire country. And if you lose, it's like you're letting down your entire culture, your whole state, like all your people. So it can weigh heavily on your shoulders, I'm sure. So I get how Uruguay was feeling. Like they just lost 0-1. Like they're hearing like that. See Colombia. Like that. Like the only reason I know that is because like there are a bunch of Colombians in the hotel I work at. So that's like all I heard like all fucking day. See Colombia. Like if you're just hearing that all the time and you're on the Uruguay team, like I can get why they were ready to throw hands in the stands. I don't agree with I don't agree with the decision they came to with the throwing of the hands, but I understand how they reached that conclusion. Imagine the cost of the manager. Yes, sir, we're gonna be late. The team decided to play COD Zombies against the stadium. They decided to play Fortnite Save the World without building anything. Yeah. Once again, I understand the decision they made. I do not agree with the conclusion that they reached. It was a very poor decision. I'm actually gonna call Tish to me now, primarily for that reason. I just need a distraction. Oh, you have a double-bladed. Ouch. Okay, here we go.
Game over, yeah!
Yeah, someone told me that the players came back that night like all battered and bruised and shit, like beyond what the kind of injuries that you would normally sustain in a soccer game, even of that caliber. Like you don't really get beat up that much in soccer, mainly because it'd be like illegal. Like, you would lose your team the game if you commit that many fouls. Like everyone was everyone has been mostly upset because of the long hours they've had to work the whole time of dealing with this team, dealing with Uruguay. Oh, Black Knight Helm. But that just made their entire night. It would have made mine too, honestly. But yeah, sure doesn't really get to experience soccer hooliganism. Very much at all. This is like their first experience. And like soccer hooliganism with the players. I feel like that's especially rare. And the players in Uruguay seem very young too. Which I guess like all soccer players are young. All professional soccer players are young. You can't really be too old and be an athlete. Like, you're pushing it being my age and being a professional athlete. Because you need to be in, like, peak physical condition. And often, being in peak physical condition means not having great judgment. Because you're probably a certain age. Oh, there's a bunch of these guys in the... Jesus Christ. Why are they so fast? They're so fast. Yeah, so work in the hotel industry, you guys. You'll hear a lot of interesting stories. You encounter people all over the world and their different ways of solving problems. Throwing hands with the fans. Ouch. Whew, had to get away from that one. My stamina was out. There we go. A lot of smithing stone 6s. I gotta stay away from the double-bladed guys like as much as I can. Although I suppose I will have to learn to fight them. It's just gonna be a hard road from here on out. Did anyone ever make double-bladed weapons in the real world? Ask Shadowversity. I'm sure he would know. I would imagine they would be very cumbersome to use in the real world. There is a very real danger of just slicing yourself open. I struggle to see the benefit of using a double-bladed weapon. Like, how would you even carry that? Because you definitely can't put it on your hip with your knees. Like between your knees. I mean, sure, that'll work fine if you're already a eunuch, but or if you're female with traditional genitalia. You could put it on your back, but you'll be off balance with how large it is. Although I suppose if you if it's like a small double-bladed weapon, then that could work. Like if it's something that's like maybe like 6 inches long, hilt included, that could work. But not something like what those guys are using. I don't understand the lift with your leg stuff. The idea is that you should put the stress on your knees, and not your back. So if you lift something and you feel it in your kneecaps, you're lifting it correctly. But if you're lifting something and you feel it more so in your back, then you're lifting incorrectly. But no matter what you do, you're going to feel the tension in your knees or your back, no matter which one you use to lift. But you should be feeling it more so in your knees than in your back, because your legs are the strongest part of your body. That's the main thing. Your legs are very strong because they have to carry your weight all the time. And that's not a fat joke. That's just like normal human biology for everybody. Your body is very heavy, and your legs have to carry that burden. That's what makes them strong. So if they can lift your weight, they can handle 50, 60 pounds. Your back, however, cannot. Not for long periods of time. I can't believe that reached. Thank you, Tish. Oh, it sounds like I'm saying thank you, Teach. Shadow Realm Rune. There's probably a lot of stuff in these encampments. But I'm kind of afraid of running into a double-bladed guy. Ember of Mesmer. Beware a checkpoint. In short, first off, friend. Fortnite. Fuck you, okay? I already made one too many Fortnite jokes. And granted, it was just one, but one is enough. I mean, they are just minding their business. How do these people die? Like that, apparently. apparently. Okay. I don't appreciate getting double teamed. The Black Knights do a lot of spinny moves. Their unpredictability is their strength. So I don't know how next week with streaming is going to go. I might even only be able to do one stream next week. The nature of the catering business in a hotel is you have very busy weeks and very not busy weeks. It just depends on what clients you have. Ooh, don't do that. Bruh was a Black American term used word originally. Yes. Yes, it was. And then it just became a meme used by everybody. Like, it was originally just a greeting. It was originally used as a greeting, kind of like "What up, bruh?" like that. But then it became like a substitute for like seriously. Nothing is original. No, nothing at all. King Solomon said, "There's nothing new under the sun," and he's from the fucking Bible. If there was nothing new back then how about now? Oh, they died the same. Gyat isn't even an original brain rot word. It's from black people as well. Yeah, but I can't say like how the cool rappers say it. Although it can be a form of brain rot still. If you repeat something enough times, it becomes brain rot just on its own. So is this guy like a sentry, or is he what they're fighting? I'm assuming since there's still soldiers around here, that this is like a sentry. They have like a drone. A golem, if you will. Alright. These double sword guys are a problem.
Game over, yeah!
Once more onto the breach. Call the horse! Also, do not make the mistake of thinking that Gen Z and Gen Alpha are the only generations with brain rot. Millennials, Gen Y, even the boomers, they have brain rot as well, or can have brain rot. It is not a generationally exclusive thing. Is there any hope for us? There's always hope. I mean, you don't need scientific evidence to have hope. Hope is not a quantifiable thing. That's why you might as well have it. Just running up to me and not doing the little steppy earthbending thing. So, okay, so this is a non sequitur. Speaking of bending. So I posed this question to Reddit, but I'll pose it to you guys too, since you all watched Avatar with me once. If anyone remembers, I had a couple weekends in a row where I watched Avatar: The Last Airbender and Legend of Korra over on my Discord, the River Shrine, with varying degrees of success. But anyway, so Book 2, Chapter 4, The Swamp. Aang, Katara, Sokka, Appa, and Momo crash land in a swamp where weird things start happening. They start having visions. They hear all these weird noises. It seems like there's magic afoot, or at least some kind of spirity weirdness. Sokka and his infinite skepticism is like, magic is not a thing that exists. There's no magic here. There's just a rational explanation for everything. Meanwhile, up to that point, the things that Sokka has gone through, he have been kidnapped by Heibai, the angry panda spirit of the forest, and taken to the spirit world. He saw Aang get possessed by the spirit of Avatar Roku and melt the temple that they were in. He saw his first girlfriend, Princess Yue, bring the spirit of the moon back to life and then turn into the moon. Directly after that, he saw Aang fuse with the spirit of the ocean and destroy the entire Fire Nation army that was invading the Northern Water Tribe. I want to understand why the swamp was such a big leap for him. 'Cause he never admitted that maybe there were just some spirits in the swamp, and maybe there was a spiritual place. He was just like, no, it can't be that. It has to be something else, something that can be quantified, right? I'm okay with spirit possession, but I draw the line at swamp bullshit. Exactly. It doesn't make any sense. Like, I get that Sokka is a scientist and an engineer, and he tries to look for the rational scientific explanations and everything. He's the planner of the group. He comes up with the strategies. He came up with the Day of Black Sun. Like, okay, Sokka's a smart guy. He doesn't want to go with the magic thing. But my dude, you are in the spirit world. You got kidnapped by a panda. A giant panda with 6 legs. You are the fucking Avatar. Why was it just some visions? He had some visions in the swamp and he was like, no, this can't be real. I just must be hallucinating. That's what it is. Sokka has seen too much at that point to be like, oh no, this can't be the truth. Sokka has his moments. Oh, you can say that again. Gohan's but moments. Hey, that being said, I do love Sokka. I would not change anything about him. Who are these knights anyway? And Sokka rhymes with Akka. Young ladies, I rocked ya. That's one too many syllables there, bub. Who are these knights anyway, and why are we fighting them? These are the soldiers of Mesmer. I do not know who Mesmer is at this point. I think, but don't quote me on this. I think Mesmer is a dragon. If Mesmer is not a dragon, it is someone with dragon-like qualities. The haiku would have been okay if it had less syllables. It had less syllables, was funny. Yeah, like anything is okay so long as it has 575. Which, okay, as someone who has played Ghost of Tsushima, 575, that is not all that it takes to make a haiku. It also has to be about nature. Or not, oh. Oh. Somewhere a great rune has broken. And so too is a powerful charm. So that's what they meant by checkpoint. That doesn't sound good. Well, we're past the point of no return now. Let's see. I need my lantern. I'm kind of spoiled by Power World. And that my lantern is always on no matter what, just from having made it. So yeah, 575 is not all that it takes to make a haiku. It also must be a metaphor involving nature. And like, it can't just be about nature. The nature has to be analogous to something else. Otherwise, it's not a real haiku. So no, I will say that Sokka's last haiku would not have been a true haiku without the syllables. Because up until that point, they were making like legit nature relevant haikus. But Sokka got way overconfident and he fucked up the analogy and the number of syllables. Speaking of Ghost of Tsushima, which route do you take? No honor ghost or honor samurai? I went no honor ghosts both times I played it. Because in my mind the important thing was that the people of Tsushima were protected from the Mongolian invasion. I did not care how I did it. I just wanted the Mongols out of my country. So no matter what methods I had to use, assassination, poison, underhanded tricks, I just needed to keep my people safe. Why is it always plump sword? Oh jeez. Monster ahead. Beware your weak foe. You can go fuck yourself. How did you die? Right here. Alright. I have no honor, but samurai is fine. I will say that being an assassin is a lot more fun than being a samurai. You don't need to worry about having a code when you're a shinobi. Golden hippopotamus. Oh. Alright. Okay. Alright. Okay. You know, honestly, I was expecting like another Gaskin apostle or something from the plump sort comment. I was not ready for the fucking hippo. I especially wasn't ready for the hippo to take me in its jaws and slam me against the ground. Yeah, hippos are the deadliest. More people die to hippos than any other animal in the world. I don't know how accurate that actually is. Like, I know, like, great white shark deaths are very rare. There's only, like, 4 people that die to shark attacks every year. But, yeah, I suppose, like, if you're just out fishing in Africa, where hippos are, and you're just in your boat, and, like, a hippo shows up and just knocks your shit over, yeah, you'll probably die from that. So, also.
Game over, yeah!
Alright. That is a very ugly hippo.
Game over, yeah!
Like, hippos aren't known for being lookers, but that is an ugly fucking hippo. Is this what broke the Great Rune? Ow. This music isn't made by the studio. It just plays whenever you see a hippo IRL.
Game over, yeah!
Alright, so this is what we're gonna be doing for the rest of the night. Buckle in, folks. Sit the fuck down, it's story time. Ouch. It has a giant head. Like, giant even for a hippo. Oh, his right eye is the weakness. Oh, it's like his right cheek. Oh! It's a porcupine! Oh! Oh! Why is it a porcupine? Miyazaki, what are you doing? Hippopine.
Game over, yeah!
Okay, so like design wise, and also like thirst wise, Malekith is my favorite Elden Ring boss. But Hippopine. This is this is by far the best Elden Ring boss so far. I couldn't get away. This one takes the cake. glad that I didn't. I'm glad that I didn't watch anyone else's stream of this. Cause that really got me. Hippopine really got me. Ah! So that's the golden part of the hippopotamus. The spines. It does have little welts in its back too, when the spines are gonna come out. But it hits! It hits so hard. You can't take like more than 2. Even more than 1, really. Do I have enough ERDTREE fragments to level up? I might. I do. Okay, maybe this will help or not. Those are the only 2 options. You can tell that Miyazaki made his team study real hippopotami in the wild to make this boss as accurate as possible. What? Why did I not reach? Oh, they come out of his eyes too! And of course he rolls. I have to hit it right there. Is it blind now since it has spines coming out of its eyes? I have 1 Great Shield Soldier left. No, don't bite. Oh, I thought it. Mm-mm. we got this. It's not gonna take me 3 streams to beat Sonic the Hippopine. Here. See, like, the problem is that his body is so long. It takes you a while to run up to his sweet spot. That was a mistake. That was a bold-faced mistake. Just like Heimdall sending Hulk to Earth. Oh, oh. Okay, it didn't kill me, it's fine. Okay, back up, reset. Unfortunately, you can't fight spirits! Why? You suck, Sonic the Hippopine. I wouldn't mind a Hippopine plushie. I need Vicar Amelia in plush form. I need Malekith in plush form. And I need the Hippopine in plush form. Oh! He just keeps coming. Usually that's a good thing, but in this case it's not. Don't come without permission. Not everyone has extra sheets for you to mess up. Trying to get to you. Okay, I need to get away from his front. It's not getting away from the front. It kept turning to where I was. some Resident Evil shit right here. Just grafting animals together and seeing what happens. Like, whoever this Mesmer fucker is, he was just like, hey, I have a hippo, I have a porcupine, bum bum bum, hippo pine. Why would you do that? On the right side finally? Nope. Back up. Wow. Why did that not count? Ugh! I should have healed instead of going for an extra hit. See, I recognize my mistakes. I just don't learn from them. That's the key difference between me and a smart person. I'm just like, oh, I did that wrong. And then I do the same wrong thing over again. That is the biggest mark of stupidity. You guys, get over here. Or maybe I need to dodge the other way. It's going to the left. The soldiers don't seem to follow that well. Oh, you just lunge. Jesus Christ. It's kind of over if he pins me up against the wall. I just can't resist. I just can't resist the bear of this quality, you know? I have to keep him from pinning me. It's weird how that doesn't do any damage. Him coming down. It's only the spines that come down afterward that do damage. I suppose it's fortunate. It kind of means that you can stick close and keep dealing damage. Spot. Oh, I am. Okay, so that That hit. Woo! Wow, we got another visceral opportunity too. In the midst of that. Aspects of the Crucible. Thorns. And a Scatter-Tree fragment. We did it! Didn't expect death, but didn't expect victory. Well done. Time for Edge. Why is there a site of grace here and there? Like, I get this is the area right before the boss, but it seems like they're a little close together. To me, anyway. Head ahead. Huh, that's a good joke. Okay, so let's rest here. We can probably level up. I'll level up from the Scatter-Tree. Why is my attack power yellow? Codeplay. Time for victory. First off, well done, therefore praise the passage. That's a good one. We're gonna applaud this message. First off, well done, and then praise the message. You're a hangers-on, I'm not gonna praise you. No, such a thing is utterly inconceivable. We have not been abandoned. Mesmer is the son of Queen Marika. Her Grace would never abandon her own flesh and blood. Mesmer is the son of Marika. The statues that you can revive at. Someone's walking. Uh-huh. 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 That is exactly what they wanted me to do. I know you, Elden Ring. I know you. I know the kind of person you are. Like, oh, there are these two people here at their back turn. I can just come up and get a visceral. Nope. Oh, it burns! But you burn worse. And you didn't hear shit, did you? This guy is contemplating something. I'm gonna help him make a decision. Oh, I was... That didn't count as good having a back turn, I guess. Festive grease. I can never use the grease because I only use special weapons. How did that turn out for you? Smithing Stone 1. Why even bother? Be wary of right. The guy that was laying right there. Oh, we should have said be wary of left. Wild Strength, Black Gauntlets, Black Knight Gauntlets, Main Gauche. What the fuck is a Main Gauche? Dagger with a large handguard, intended to be used in the left hand, thereby complementing a piercing sword or identical blade held in the right to enable a distinctive style of fighting. Oh. Maybe I can use this with my hammer. Because it doesn't overburden me with my current loadout. Even though I'm still holding a dragon emblem and a wand. Yeah, that's if I'm skilled enough to parry, which is debatable at best. I don't think I parried a single skill in this DLC. Not one skill have I parried. First off, right. Am I going in a circle right now? I am. Okay. Yeah, okay, I need to go this way. I got a little bit turned around. Yeah, that's where my attention is supposed to be drawn. Those two. Meanwhile, there's these guys right here. They don't hear a thing. I'm not really making an effort to be secretive about it. So you kind of get what's coming to you. You never see it coming. You burn me on the inside. It's like Trent Reznor wanted to be.
Game over, yeah!
You know, there's an area in A Song of Ice and Fire by George R.R. Martin called the Shadow Tower. It is a part of the wall which is manned by the Night's Watch, which protects the realm from wildlings and, most importantly, the Whites and the White Walkers. I'm just saying, Shadow Keep and Shadow Tower are very similar. I see you, George R.R. Martin. That's all I'm saying about that. Ooh, you missed. The high ground was not advantageous at that point in time. The hammer is very decisive. friend ahead. Never see it coming. You'll see that my mind is too fast for her eyes. Looking at a graveyard. You'll see it's another little ERDTREE, guys. They hear me no matter what. Guy on the left is very slow to react. You'll see that my mind is too fast for our eyes. Bye, Felicia. No one says bye, Felicia anymore. Felicia got replaced by Karen. I think Felicia deserves better than that. I gotta go. Now it's die. You've heard about arrow on the knee, but what about arrow on the elbow? Which would hurt more? Vote now. Who is traipsing around this dinner hall? Oh, just an arrow guy. Who are you shooting at? Is this something actually over there? I'm kind of worried now. He deliberately fired in that direction. Golden Vow. This is a pretty nice dinner hall. But it's kind of weird how the tables are separated. So, I mean, normally you would want to have your dinner hall be like connected, or just have like you have a row of tables here and all the chairs are facing that side. And then you do the same over here and all the chairs are on this side. But it seems like this hall is spaced to keep certain people separate from each other, which is a weird thing to have for a dinner hall in your own castle. That is a strange system. The fires are still burning. Holy proof pickled liver. This liver is resistant to the church. First off, right, and then shortcut ahead. I hear something. First off, right, and then shortcut ahead. What? First off, right, and then shortcut ahead. Be wary of ambush. Message is down there for a reason. First off, right. Oh, these guys. It's always the heckin' pygmies. Pygmies are vulnerable to being squashed. First off right and then shortcut ahead. Like right here? It's another pygmy. Means there are friends around. They never travel alone. Checkpoint ahead. I don't like this. I don't like how this stairway is sloped. Something's gonna come down here. What are you? Oh no. Alright, I'll deal with that in a second. Gotta get out of the Scarlet Rot. Little bastards are here too. Little bastards are kind of everywhere. Okay, so that leads there. Okay, I'll rest. I think I can level up too. Yeah, I'm good. I don't understand why the number is yellow. Maybe it's yellow because I'm two-handing? Oh, cool. Okay. I thought for a second they couldn't come in here, and I was just gonna be stuck. The bloodletting and the Scarlet Rot. What is this thing up here? You are very strong because you're framed by an archway. This is one thing I learned from Dark Souls, is that people in archways are always really fucking strong. So I must needs Find an underhanded way to fight you. Beware your strong foe. Bone dart. I didn't read that fast enough. Alright. Smashing always works. Visions of old deer. Still no armament. Oh, so you can farm things off of that guy. Or at least try to. Liar ahead. I don't understand the liar ahead messages. Because I always think that it's someone saying that the next message is a liar. But most of the time there's no other message there except for the liar message. Oh. Oh wait, there's a... Okay. Specimen storehouse. So someone is fusing hippos and porcupines here. Do we have another grafter in our midst? And what is this? This is... It is a goat? It is a goat with a tree growing out of his ass. Yeah, it is a large goat. There are some people here that want to protect the specimen. But why? Why would you do that? Why would you do any of that? There's a lot of specimens here. Okay, so it seems like whoever is experimenting with specimens here seems to only specialize in one thing. And that is goats with trees coming out of the buttocks. Apparently... Okay, so this is interesting. Seems like we have a bit of lore building here. They're writing things on stone and not with books and not with scrolls or anything. Yeah, there's a bunch of chisels here. They choose to use stone instead of paper to inscribe their knowledge. Even though there have been plenty of books in the world up to this point, using stone is a deliberate choice. Is it more durable? Has this place caught fire before? And they're like, oh shit, we need to protect our knowledge. Therefore, why don't we use stone? Stone doesn't burn. Ask Karen the Black. Try jumping. Okay. Problem solved. Yeah. It does look like this place caught fire at some point. It's still smoldering a little bit. Bolt Drake Talisman. Oh wait, violence doesn't solve everything. trap. Okay. Keep shooting your fire into the arch. It hurts a bit. Oh! There is a dragon flying around this place. Maybe these guys were afraid of the same dragon that burnt the church on the way here. Still no attacking. That must be it. And they figured, hey, we can protect our knowledge from the dragon if we chisel all our brain thinks down in stone. Which on the face of it is a pretty solid plan. Normally you would think that stone doesn't burn. But there is a story in the Song of Ice and Fire, the most famous part of Aegon the First's conquest. Harren the Black, king of the Riverlands, one of the most disreputable kings in the history of the Seven Kingdoms. He built himself a grand castle. And by he built himself a grand castle, I mean the slaves he had built him a great castle. Be wary of Harrenhal, the largest castle still in the Seven Kingdoms, the largest and the most expensive. Harren the Black nearly bankrupted the entirety of the Riverlands building this castle of his. Aegon Targaryen with his sisters Visenya and Rhaenys. In the midst of the conquering, Aegon came to Harrenhal and said, "Hey, I'm conquering the Seven Kingdoms." Oh, by the way, Aegon had dragons. Well, Aegon had a dragon. His sisters had the other two. He came to Harrenhal, and he was like, "Hey, Harren, I'm conquering the Seven Kingdoms. Yield to me or be destroyed." And Harren was like, "I don't care what happens outside of my walls. I'm safe here at my castle." And Aegon said, "Well, if you don't yield to me, I will burn down your castle with my dragon." And Harren famously said, "Stone doesn't burn, you idiot." And Aegon said, "By the morrow, you and your entire line will end." So, they left, negotiations broke down after that. Aegon left, Harren went back inside his castle, and Aegon, true to his word, he flew up to Harrenhal on Balerion, the Black Dread, his dragon, and lit the whole fucking castle on fire. Killed everyone inside, including Heron the Black. And to this day, there truly are no descendants of Heron, a Black Heron, in Westeros or in the whole world. Heron's whole line truly did end that day. Heron Hall still stands, but it's like halfway melted. Okay. Okay, so that's enough about A Song of Ice and Fire for right now. 'Cause I have other problems to deal with. So we have Lady Maria making giant brain people over in Yarnum. And then we have these malformed hunchbacks. Why is it always fat coin purse? First off, I want to go home. Didn't expect to spare. Ash of War, Wall of Sparks. Oh! Is that what's in the pots? Oh! That's what the pot people are. Oh no. Their bodies are just perfectly shaped inside of the pots. Oh no. Oh, I hate that. That's what's been in the pots this whole time. Oh. That's why their legs are all knobbly and shit. But how do they get the meat inside of them? I don't want to know. I shouldn't ask that question. Oh. Oh. This is unpleasant. You know, I didn't really want to know where the pots came from, or how the pots are made. I did not need this knowledge. Of course, it's just filled with blood. I mean, what else is in there? Okay, it's got blood bullets. Cool. Limbs. I have a feeling this is gonna do something bad to me if it touches me. don't even know where his weak point is, honestly. Innard meat. Cool. I have to be honest with you. I did not want to know. I've never been curious about the pods. So that's what they look like inside? Apparently so. That's what Alexander looks like. Think about that the next time you run into him. Yeah, that's Alexander right there. That is the guy that joined alongside you against the fight with Starscourge for Dawn. Oh, it just makes you very slow. It makes you over encumbered. Giant, misshapen lumps of flesh. Try behind. I don't want to. I could go my whole life without being behind one of those things. Hefty crackpot. So is this like a Who actually stayed in this room? Was it the people to be pots? And this is just where they transformed? Don't you dare, no lover ahead. Yeah, don't worry, I'm not a monster fucker in that regard. Do you think there's any hope for America? I've been in a doom and gloom mood a lot. That's like your only mood, Jacob. I will say to you again what I said to you before. You need to touch some more grass. Like, seriously. If you spend all your time online just looking at all these news articles and on YouTube, watching all these pundits on YouTube talking about various things going on in this country, it's just going to depress you. Especially if that's just all that you're consuming. You need to get out and do something, whatever it is. Because no one needs to be consuming this shit 24/7. I will admit that I had to do that for myself, as well. Like, it's been about 3 weeks since I watched The Young Turks. And you know me, I love them. I love Anna and Chank and John Idarola, and like the whole group, their production, everything is great. I love their takes, and for the most part I agree with them. But lately, it's just been the same thing over and over again. Who's walking up behind me? Another pot. Who could have thought? It's just been like an endless series of, oh, Biden's gonna lose the election. He's too old. He's in cognitive decline. Trump is just as old, but it seems like he's younger. So he seems like he's more active. So people are going to vote for him. Oh, here's the latest news from Gaza. Another 500 people died in a hospital because of Israel bombing it. And it's just like yeah, I get it. Like, those stories are important, but for me, who consumes a lot of news media, I know all of that shit now. And just hearing the same thing every day, even though it's the truth, like it's 100% unmistakably the truth, it just wasn't doing me any good to hear about it all the time like that. So like, until something drastically changes, I can't keep watching the Young Turks like that. Like, I still get my news. Like, I have ground news now, and so I get like snippets of what's going on. But I take part in it a lot less than I was, just because it was hurting my mental and emotional state. Just hearing the same dreary news all the time. Oh, of course. There's little fucking wyverns here. Beware of a strong foe, therefore try a horseback battle. Okay. Time for a horseback battle, therefore beware of fire. So I think there's a dragon around here. This seems dragon-esque. I'm in the literal shadow of the ERDTREE right now. Okay, so let's take their advice and try horseback battle. Could this be a cleric? Beast. That is a... Okay, I'm gonna applaud that message. That's a good reference. Fire required ahead. Things are scary. What the Republicans promised to do is terrible. Jacob, have you been listening? Yes, it's scary, but you need to take your mind off of it. What you're hearing is the truth, but it will do you no good to endlessly consume it all the time. Put the phone down, close down YouTube, like, get off of Reddit for a second. And get out and do something that brings you happiness. Find something. Because if you don't, you're just going to be sitting in the mire, just endlessly dreading what's going to happen, instead of enjoying your life as it is now. That is my advice to you. Is there hope for America? I dodge the question and say, you need to have hope for yourself first. That's the way a politician answers a question, by answering a completely different question. Ooh, what is that? What the fuck? Okay. Alright. Someone's dropping napalm on me. Be wary of up. Okay, thank you. I experienced that already. It's raining fire. Hallelujah, yes, rain and fire. That guy. You went through the exact same thing I just did. Woo! Ow. Okay. Okay, so that's why the horse. But where is it coming from? Someone must be casting the spell. Because this is the spell, this isn't fire arrows. Ow. Okay, you killed my horse. Get up! Dumb bastard, get up. Okay. Seems familiar, but no dragon ahead. Oh, it's you! It's you! I fucking see you. And not fire close from another hippopine. No! It's that fucking red mage over there. We summon Steve by consuming one charge or flash of crimson tears. You know what? Yes. Because now that I know where you are. Okay. So, close quarters combat did nothing.
Game over, yeah!
Hold on. That's the last area. Storehouse first floor. West Rampart. Storehouse first floor. Did I go that way? Hold on. No. No. Okay. That's what was confusing. See, me and my childish ways, I figured that it was these things that the messages were warning me about. And while they are dangerous, because they can carry you off. They're not the main danger here. Stupid bats! You made me look bad. Oh. Was that a Courage to Cowardly Dog reference? You can't prove that. You got nothing on me, copper. When is the fireside coming? Like right now. Okay, I think I just have to... It'll kill the bats too. God dang it! Why couldn't I get my head out first?
Game over, yeah!
Okay. This red mage needs to die tonight. I'm just running straight to him. Fuck the bats. The bats are not my main enemy. Besides, it'll save me resources. You hear about Cartoon Network, people are saying they might be getting shut down because of more corporate shenanigans. That and because people aren't really watching cartoons on their network anymore. Everyone's doing it on streaming. And streaming isn't too good for advertisers. You can't show nearly as many ads on a stream as you can on a traditional TV network. Less advertising means less revenue. Less revenue means the company doesn't have as much money, and not having as much money probably means down the line that you're gonna end up getting shut down. This is the reality of the situation. Alright, this fire blood magic thing needs to stop. Also, what is under your hood? Streaming is just doing everything. I wouldn't say everything. Just like cable, like streaming has its upsides and downsides. The upside with cable is that you could get all the television, you could get all the TV channels packaged into one monthly bill. So you could get your ABC, your NBC, your CBS, your Disney, your Cartoon Network, your Nickelodeon, your TBS, your Fox, like all those channels, packaged into one and packaged into one thing. But the downside with that is that you couldn't really shoot. You couldn't really choose what you wanted to watch at the time. So if you wanted to watch, say, the Jeffersons, you would have to wait till a certain time on TV Land for the Jeffersons to come on. Or you could hope that maybe TV Land was running like a day-long Jeffersons marathon, as they were wont to do with all the shows they had. So that was its downsides. But streaming comes along, and you could pick whatever show, pretty much whatever show or movie you wanted to watch, and you can just select it with little commercial interruption, and you didn't have to wait for those things. You could just watch. Oh. Thanks for opting out of the encounter. Praise the revenge. Let there be clear sky. I'm upvoting both of these. I didn't really have anything at that point. For a brief period of time, it was amazing when Netflix reigned unopposed. Yeah, Netflix was like the only kid on the block for the longest time. Their only competitor was like Blockbuster, because Blockbuster did have those video renting kiosks for a while, and they also had the mail-in DVDs that Netflix was also doing at the time. And Redbox, it was just those three, and Netflix beat out like both of them. Redbox is still around, but it is a shadow of what it used to be. First off, snake. Alright, cool. No snake ahead, therefore turn back. What? Turn back and then seek snake. Seek snake, so to speak, snake ahead. Alright, people want me to find the snake. Snake. What is this talk about a snake? Redbox is in trouble because they haven't paid their bills to Hollywood? Oh. Like to pay to distribute their movies? Like to the production companies? I don't know what this snake business is about. Is there something here? Snake ahead. Down below. Off the bridge you go. Thank you for the clip, Jacob. What is this? What is this talk of a snake underneath me? I do not understand. Do I need to follow him? Is there a platform underneath that I can actually get to? This seems very dubious. Hold on. Because I did notice something earlier. There was a platform. There was a platform underneath that it seemed like I could drop down onto. But that was a while. That was a ways back. Wasn't here. Oh. Okay. I have no idea what the snake business is, but I don't want to go up the stairs in case I break another great rune. So I will seek the snake, which is not a euphemism, next time. So I do not know what my schedule is going to be like next week. Most likely it's going to be one or two streams, maybe. We'll see actually how busy it is tomorrow. I haven't been told yet. Well, not tomorrow, but next week. I have not had the information shared with me, but I will let you know as soon as I do. I used up all the free gacha pulls in that gacha game, and now I'm gonna have to pay money if I want the Wolf Butler. Don't do it, Jacob. Don't do it. No. It's not gonna be worth it. I promise you. I promise you that gacha games are never worth it in the end. Even a game like Genshin Impact or whatever the fuck this newfangled Genshin thing is. Neo Seeker, whatever the fuck, Zero something, Metroid Zero Mission Genshin Impact, I don't fucking know. But don't. That is my recommendation. But anyway, so thank you everyone so much for joining me tonight. Once again, I will let you know what my schedule is next week. And I will probably be playing Power World again sometime next week because I have been extremely hooked in that game lately. That is my happy place. Enslaving cute animals and making them build things for me. And I am excited to show you the progress I have made so far. I have gotten stronger, and my base is looking far uglier. But, so yeah, so thank you very much for joining me tonight. Please follow if you haven't already so you do not miss out on all this awesome content. And until next time, Ja Mata. Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.